Have you ever been completely stuck on a cubic equation, staring at something like x cubed minus 6x squared plus 11x minus 6 equals 0, feeling completely lost? Well, today's your lucky day because I'm about to show you 3 powerful methods that will make you a cubic equation master, and by the end of this video, you'll never struggle with these again. I'm going to teach you the exact same techniques that mathematics professors use, but broken down so simply that even if you've never seen a cubic equation before, you'll understand every single step. Plus, I'm leaving you with a challenge problem that will test everything you learned today. So what exactly is a cubic equation? Cubic equation is any polynomial equation where the highest power of x is 3. The general form looks like x cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d equals 0. It cannot be 0 because then it wouldn't be cubic anymore. The coefficients b, c, and d can be any real numbers. Here are the key things you need to know. The highest power is always 3. These equations can have up to 3 real solutions, and when you graph them, you get a beautiful curved line that can cross the x-axis up to 3 times. Now, there are 3 main types of cubic equations you'll encounter. First, we have depressed cubics, which look like x cubed plus px plus q equals 0. Notice there's no x squared term. These are actually easier to solve using something called Cardano's formula. Second, we have complete cubics, which have all 4 terms present. And third, we have factorable cubics, which can be broken down into simpler pieces. Let me show you the first method, the cubic formula. This is like the quadratic formula, but for cubic equations. Step 1 is to convert any cubic equation into what we call a depressed cubic by removing the x squared term. We do this using the substitution. This transforms our equation into y cubed plus pi plus q equals 0. Step 2 is applying Cardano's formula, which looks intimidating but is just a systematic way to find the solution. The formula is y equals the cube root of negative q over 2 plus the square root of delta, plus the cube root of negative q over 2 minus the square root of delta, where delta equals q squared over 4 plus p cubed over 7. But there's an easier way. For many cubic equations, and that's our second method, factoring. Let me demonstrate this with our opening example. X cubed minus 6x squared plus 11x minus 6 equals 0. Step 1 is to use the rational root theorem to find possible rational roots. We take all the factors of the constant term, which is 6, and divide by all the factors of the leading coefficient, which is 1. So our possible roots are plus or minus 1, 2, 3, and 6. Step 2 is testing each possible root by substituting into the original equation. When we test x equals 1, we get 1 minus 6 plus 11 minus 6, which equals 0 jackpot. Step 3 is factoring out x minus 1, giving us x minus 1 times x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Step 4 is solving the remaining quadratic factor. X squared minus 5x plus 6 factors as x minus 2 times x minus 3. Therefore, our solutions are x equals 1, 2, and 3. The third method is graphical interpretation. When we graph our cubic function, f of x equals x cubed minus 6x squared plus 11x minus 6, we see a smooth curve that crosses the x-axis at exactly 3 points. These crossing points, called x-intercepts, are precisely where f of x equals 0, which means they are our solutions. This visual approach helps you understand why cubic equations can have up to 3 real solutions and gives you a powerful way to estimate solutions even before doing any algebra. Now let me walk you through a complete example from start to finish. Consider the equation 2x cubed minus 6x squared plus 4x equals 0. Step 1 is to factor out the common term, which is 2x, giving us 2x times x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Step 2 applies the zero product property. Either 2x equals 0 or x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Step 3 involves solving each equation separately. From 2x equals 0, we immediately get x equals 0. For the quadratic x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0, we can factor this as x minus 1 times x minus 2 equals 0, giving us x equals 1 or x equals 2. Therefore, our complete solution set is x equals 0, 1, and 2. Here's what makes these methods so powerful. You now have 3 different approaches to tackle any cubic equation. If one method seems difficult, you can try another. The factoring method works great when there are rational roots. The cubic formula works for any cubic equation. And the graphical method gives you visual insight into the solutions. Now, here's your challenge. I want you to solve this cubic equation. X cubed minus 7, x squared plus 14x minus 8 equals 0. Here's a hint to get you started. Try testing x equals 1, 2, or 4, first using the rational root theorem. Once you find one root, you can factor it out and solve the remaining quadratic. I challenge you to solve this completely and share your solution in the comments below. Remember, mastering cubic equations opens doors to advanced mathematics, engineering, physics, and so many other fields. These 3 methods, the cubic formula, factoring techniques, and graphical interpretation, are your toolkit for success. If this video helped you crack the code of cubic equations, smash that like button and subscribe to Mathvare for more incredible math, tricks, and techniques. Ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. And remember, your math success starts right here with Mathvare. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll tackle even more exciting mathematical challenges.